women are misrepresented because a lot of young men are told about hot babes. Check out these hot babes. Look at these hot babes. Listen to these hot babes walking around on modern flooring surfaces. Look at them. Look at this hot babe over here taking her contact lenses in and out. Ooh, that's hot. What about this one? Look at her. She's thinking of moving to Shrewsbury. Saucy. What about this one over here on the bus, staring at her feet, wishing they were a bit smaller? She's regretting that argument she had with her sister at Easter. Ooh, that's hot. All women are hot. Scientifically, they're hot because they all regulate their temperature in a totally different way to men. Now, this is the science section, okay? Some of you don't understand science. It will sound like generalizations. During the day, the daylight hours, all women all over the world are freezing. Now, there's a reason for this. It's got to do with information processing. Women, as you know, were the original model for the internet. There's a woman's doing something, and she goes over here. She travels. She goes somewhere else. She goes, oh, I'm over here now. Oh, it's windy. Oh, look, I found a grapefruit. Brilliant. I'm bringing that home. She talks to another woman. What's it like over there? Well, it's a bit windy, but you get grapefruit. Brilliant. That's the internet. Now, a man gets hold of a piece of information. He thinks, ha, 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 I have an advantage over everybody. He curls into a ball and dies there on that spot. It's a totally different process. I know this because I come home with a cool story to share with my wife. You know, this is just a gender split. Because I'll come home with a cool story like, you know, I saw your friend in the supermarket. You see, that's something to share. And she'll... I'm not a trained sociologist with a coat and everything. But then what they probably call all the crazy shit starts because she turns around with her insane requirements for detail. She'll turn around and say, oh, really? Who? I don't know. You have 4,000 friends. I have no idea. There was a woman I recognized. She has big hair. Oh, Angela. Yeah, I think that's her, yeah. Is her husband's cousin's orthodontist back from Peru? I don't know that. I don't know. She was buying tomatoes. I didn't talk to her in case she asked me something. And it's a totally different way of sharing information. So all women during the day are freezing because all the kilojoules in their bodies are burnt up by knowing everything about everybody around them for a 2-mile radius. And to make it worse, everybody they live with is a clueless zombie. So the woman standing around all day, generally just freezing, just feeling cold, going, oh, God, somebody give me a cardigan, please fix the draft. Where's the fucking radiators in this house? What's wrong with everybody? Nobody knows anything. They're going to come in and ask me stuff. Here they come, here they come. And then they just come. They come in. Hey, have you seen my... Yeah, I put it on the stairs an hour ago. I knew you'd want it. Yeah. Were you running for the train? Yes, I made you a sandwich because I knew you wouldn't think of it. Yes, it's vegetarian. That's going to last for a day and a half, you fucking moron. What is it, dear? Irregular Spanish verbs? Yeah, bring them over here. I can't wait. There we go. There you go, yeah. We're freezing all day long. She gets into bed. She's doing nothing. She falls asleep. She goes on fire. And then turns around and says, why did you never put your arms around me anymore? That's because I want them back. That's why. I don't want 2 charred stumps. Thank you very much. Nobody told me I was marrying fissile material. What are you burning in there? And they're all hot. Now, you know, I'm not a hero, but I sort of imagine, like most people, I think of myself as reasonably, not brave, but, you know, sanguine or, you know, cool about most things. And I said that after we got this film, we were watching this film, it was you know, a heroic film, and it wasn't, I was thinking, I can't do any of that stuff, but I can't remember the last time I was really afraid. And my wife said, oh, well, I can. We were watching television, and she was right, because it was one of those scary films. I wasn't scared by I love bad, scary films. That's what it was. It was from the 70s or 80s. It was terrible. It was, you know, a creaky landing and a woman with a nightgown with a candle, and there's a window with net curtains going, ooh, and my wife was petrified. It's very funny, watching it, something terrible. I wasn't watching the film, I was just watching her, because she was going, oh, the candle, the curtain, the curtain, the candle. Oh, something's gonna happen. I was laughing and falling around, and I went to get some more wine or a cup of tea or whatever it was. I came back up, and she'd flipped to that thing where babies, actual babies, are coming out of real people. Born in a minute, that thing. And they're coming out. And I was going, no. And she was there, what's the matter? Eating lasagna. It's just twins. And she was feeling very brave then, but she couldn't handle it if there were curtains down there going, oh. And the babies came out with a candle going, ah. And so different things get you. And the other thing that got me was we were walking along the river, and I don't like heights or the dark. They're pretty much universal fears. I thought I was good with everything else, but I don't like small flying objects coming at me at high speed. And that's what happened. A small flying object came at me at high speed. I shrieked as I fell. I'm a practical person. And got into the fetal position. You hear a lot about how empathetic women are. I'm not sure how empathetic my wife was feeling at the time because she was busy laughing. And it was that silent laughter where nothing, she's just rocking. And after about half a minute, she was able to work me into her schedule and go, a leaf, a leaf, a leaf. In some cultures, people would probably call that fear. And but I've talked for far too long. I should go. I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to go. Oh, that's very. There's nothing left. There is, but I'm not going to remember it. You get to a certain point, and that's it. The car stops. Then it's this, okay? One of the few things I can imagine that probably is a bit easier for women, if you happen to be a woman, is flirting. That's because it's hard for men. There's no guide. At least there's a protocol for women. There's a template. There's something you've seen before, you know, in films and so on. A woman talking to someone going, oh yeah, kind of interested, maybe a little bit talking, and then maybe slightly laughing. Yeah, well, I suppose it's possible. And then slightly more intrigued and looking and listening, and yeah, maybe, and then maybe slightly shy about her own interests, looking away, but not being able to resist looking back, frankly, more interested this time and looking and thinking, and then laughing and enjoying it. Oh, you really are, rather. And then revealing something more of herself, possibly, maybe, just as a suggestion by accident, and then disappearing. So that person's left going, who's that amazing woman? Wow! Try that as a man. Talking to a woman going, is it? Yeah, it's a, ha! Yeah, it's a, oh, I look too interested there. Look away. Wait. I can't help it. I have to look back. I'm really interested. Ha! Judging just the right amount of scrotum to reveal before you. Ha!